Hey y'all, welcome to today's Tipsy Topic Tuesday. I'm so glad to see you guys again, and we're back where it all started. Y'all see me hanging out in the living room today, right? I hope you guys have your drinks. I definitely have my Godly Fine Wine. Shout out to Miss Shay Phillips. She is our drink sponsor here on Tipsy Topic Tuesdays. I love me some Godly Fine Wine, so do not miss out. She is Black owned. She is local. We love her. So shout out to Miss Shay at Godly Fine Wines for our Tipsy Topic Tuesday drink sponsor. I could not start the show without repping, saying hello, what's up to my text club. Hey, text club members. If you are not a part of our text club, you want to join us right now, right this second. What are you waiting for, okay? Phone number is 816-330-2801. We would love to have you. You can get our link directly to this. I know some of y'all was fumbling around like, where are we at? Boom, right here in your text messages, join us. Now, I know that you are all out there waiting to see my special guest. But first, I have to ask you, please start a watch party. I know you're out there on Facebook watching, so I need you to share, like, and start a watch party with all your homegirls and home dudes, okay? So that they can tap in. If you're on my Facebook page, head over to the Ultimate Game Night if you want your comments to be featured. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you guys to tonight's guest. We have first and second, let's just get it all out the way. Shawn Riddle Photo. He is a photographer from Kansas City, the most amazing, okay? And then we have Mr. Gunn Kevi. He's a rap artist, local. You guys know the local legend, right? All right, so say hey to my home dudes.
Hi.
What's up, homeboys?
What's up?
How y'all doing?
I'm doing.
You doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
It took too long to get started. I think I'm drunk already.
Wow. You know what? Is that a us thing or a you thing?
What's that?
If you're not drunk, you're young.
Are you an alcoholic?
I don't drink. No, I don't drink.
So you don't drink, which is fine. But we have Mr. Shawn Riddle, the infamous, on his phone. We're gonna have to take your phone tonight.
I'm trying to share the link.
All right, we'll take it. What are you drinking since you're on Tipsy Tuesday? What you got?
I got some Captain Morgan pineapple rum, a little bit of pineapple juice.
All right, we'll take it. All right, I'm drinking
It's a
wine.
light day.
So because Kiwi doesn't drink, we're going to respect his sobriety. We love that here on Tipsy Tuesday. You're going to have to drink enough for the both of you, okay? So when he messes up, you got to take one for the team. You good with that? I'm done with you, Riddle. All right, so how about, let's start with you, Shawn Riddle. So I'm really excited to have you here. I feel like everybody knows you and your brand from around the city, but a lot of people don't necessarily know the man behind the brand. Can you tell them who you are beyond Shawn Riddle Photo and Videography?
I'm an introverted heart.
Okay. So what does that mean?
I'm very ingoing. I like to stay. I like to be home. Yeah, I like to be at home and chilling. I usually, my hobby is my job, so when I'm not working, I'm working anyways.
So you don't do anything for fun?
I mean, my job is fun.
Okay. All right, getting fancy. All right.
I mean, if I'm not working, I'm on the internet looking at other stuff to buy to put towards my career.
So how long have you been in the business?
I've been a graphic designer since 2006, and I converted into photography in 2010, and then video in 2011.
Okay. So was it just kind of like a gradual progression, like just going with the fields, or was it always the end game to be in videography?
I actually had no interest in photography and video. I was just doing CD covers stuff. Gunn Kevi was one of my early clients, and then people were sending me like cell phone pictures and whatnot. So I just went out and got a camera and started taking the pictures myself.
And then before you knew it, you was Cam Riddle. I didn't even see the new name. You was
Can they see that?
New name. All right, so Here on the Ultimate Game Night, we're all about exposing businesses and brands. So that's why we have you guys here. But of course, we like to play games. We're through the Ultimate Game Night, Tipsy Topic Tuesday, okay? So I'm going to give you guys a warm-up question, okay? You ready? So I'm going to ask you something, and then you're going to pick the best answer. So growing up, where did the most school fights take place? A, in the cafeteria, B, in the classroom, C, in the locker room, or D, at the bus stop? Shawn, you first.
Locker room.
Kiwi?
Classroom. I want to say hallway, but you didn't give me that option though.
Nah, you only get 4 options. So
All
the
right.
classroom, and you said, what'd you say, Shawn? Locker room.
Locker room.
All
That's
right.
the one that happened that,
Locker room.
that nobody ever knew about.
Yeah, I feel like that's fair. I feel like, I don't know, a lot of weird stuff went down in locker rooms, but we're not going to talk about that. All right, so if you're out there watching and you have your answer, definitely chime in on that, okay? All right, Kiwi. So I have some questions for you, all right?
All right.
So I think that first, can you just introduce yourself? You seem to a lot of people who don't know you to just be new on the scene and like, dang, he's just really out there. He's got a lot of like a huge following. To some people, you might be out of nowhere. So tell people who you are and a little bit about you.
I'm Kevi. Gunn Kevi. It's my rap name. I'm just a rapper. I just be like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, they know me from back before I went to jail. I had a lot of stuff going on, so we did a lot, and I had a lot of music out before I went to jail. So, I think the hype now is pretty much about just like everybody waiting to see what I'm gonna do once I get out, and so it's like they just pretty
Okay.
much was anticipating.
All right. So anticipating. I think that's pretty big though for somebody to go to jail and come out and have people like, all right, what's he gonna do? That means that whatever you were doing before really made an impression on people, especially if they're still following your music. So I think that's pretty cool. So, what do you want people to know about you beyond the music?
That I mature, that I grew up. Like I went to jail. I was young when I went to jail, and there was a lot of stuff. Like y'all from the city, so everybody pretty much know, like, you know what I'm saying, like how the city work and how all the stuff go on. And it's like I did 9 years in jail, so I met a lot of people. I bumped into a lot of people. I learned a lot of stuff. Like I grew up a lot, so I know a lot of people. Before I went to jail, a lot of people, certain people wouldn't let me come to their studio. Some people wouldn't let me come to their establishment. Certain people didn't want me, like, you know what I mean, around because of all the drama, whatever that came with it. But now it's just like I'm just trying to do music. I'm just trying to make some money. Like I'm just trying to provide for my family. I'm trying to do something, you know what I'm saying, that I love doing, and just make some money off of it, like eat off of it. I don't really come with all the drama that I think I came with before I went to prison.
And I think that's fair. Like 9 years gone. Um, if you go and you go away, there should be that chance of redemption, and people should allow for you to step into your new self. So, can we talk a little bit about that process, if that's okay with you? Definitely only share what you're comfortable with. But I know, like, can we talk a little bit about that kind of like going in and then the reality check? Okay, I'm going to be here, and then redemption of it all, and then coming out. What does that look like?
It was crazy going in. It was like it was like going in. I was still riding that hype. Like going in, I was still just like I was too gun Kiwi. Like y'all know who I am. Like when I go to jail, especially with the federal system, it's like when you first go into the system, you're around a bunch of people from Kansas City. And then once you finally get sentenced, the majority of the time you get shipped off to different states. And I got shipped off to Leavenworth, which is basically 45 minutes away. And so it was like I was still just around a bunch of Kansas City people. And it was like I was just like, it was always the same for me. And then I think in 2015, I got in some trouble in Leavenworth and I got shipped out to West Virginia. And that's when it hit me. It's like, because you get to West Virginia and it's like, we don't know who Kiwi is. We don't know Kansas City. They like, where you from? Like, where that's at in Kansas? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you ain't nobody. It's like, you go from being somebody to just like another person. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the times I'm like, man, I ain't tripping off no music. A lot of people that I did time with are probably like, you be rapping. Like, I get text messages now from people that I did time with, like, you rap? Like, like we didn't know you rap because it was just like, I was just doing my time. Like, I really wasn't tripping, but I think I got established and I kind of like I just found myself. Like aside from the music, aside from the streets, aside from, you know what I'm saying, everything else that was going on, it was like I was just me, you know what I'm saying? And I had to make a new impression on people without rapping, without no street stuff, just like being a man.
So do you feel like you would say that's a blessing in disguise because you really got a chance to revamp everything?
Definitely. I definitely feel like it was a blessing in disguise. It was like, it's just like somebody told me when you go to jail, they say there's two things you can do when you go to jail. They said you can be who you always wanted to be, or you can find out who you really is. And so you can go to jail and don't nobody know you, and you can go in there and you say, oh yeah, I had all this money and I was this big bad nigga and da 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 da, and I was doing all of this. And if don't nobody know you, they like, oh yeah, you got a lot of money. And then you get somebody
Yeah,
that knew you,
sounds
they come
good.
through, they like, him? Like, nah, he ain't nobody. You know what I'm saying? Or you get somebody that come through there and it's like, oh, you thought you was somebody, but you really ain't nobody. You know what I mean? Like you thought you was this big bad dude, but for real, you just, you know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, I met people younger than me that had way more than I had, that was in jail for way worse stuff than I was in jail for. And I met people way older than me that didn't have half what I had, you know what I'm saying, and do as much stuff as I did. So like I said, it was just a reality check. Put things in perspective.
Well, we really appreciate you for being transparent. I think a lot of times we hear about the prison and the penal system and just like, well, whatever, get over it. You're going to come out the same. So I think it's really nice that you're expressing like, hey, you can be one or the other, and you talk about what you chose to do. So Nisha Niche says, that's real. I love the fact that you're able to say that. Growth. All right, Nisha. Pound, hashtag growth. All right, so you guys are the absolute most unlikely pair to me. I work very closely with Riddle, and then kind of knowing a little bit about you, Kiwi, it was like, how? How do we put these two people together to just, I mean, y'all seem to be friends beyond what people see in the brand. So how did this happen? Like, other than, I mean, I know Riddle said y'all kind of had some history, but how were y'all like, was it just like, what's up, old friend? Let's do it again. Either
Kind of,
one of
but
y'all.
not really. It was like when I first met Riddle, I heard his name. Somebody like SKS, like he do the album covers. And I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? And I went out there and he did the
Oh
album cover for
shit.
me, you know what I'm saying? And it was dope, you know what I'm saying? He did my first album cover for me. And it's crazy because he don't even know, but like when I was down, I used to write a lot of stuff, a lot of business plans, a lot of ideas and stuff that I had. And I didn't know nothing that was going on. I was real like detached from like everything that was going on in the city. And I got his name on so many pieces of paper because I'm like, when I get out, I want to do this. Who I need to get in touch with? I'm like, I need to find Riddle. I need to find Shine. You know what I mean? Like, and so I had all this stuff wrote down. And by the time I got home, it was Studio B. Studio B had a studio session for me. He like, man, I'm gonna have Riddle pull up and take
Shout out
pictures. Once
Studio
I
B.
seen him, shout out Studio B. And once I seen Riddle, it was just like we just clicked. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I told you he real introverted. He like me. Like you would think, you know what I'm saying, that like somebody we want to be around people, but I really don't want to be around people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he cool though.
Well, you know what? That kind of leads me to my next question for you, Shawn Riddle, because I feel like, talking about the man behind the brand, what do you think is the most common misconception when it comes to you as a person? Other than you said you were introvert, so we know that. But what would you Shooky Williams said, damn, SKS, that's wild. What's SKS? Tell us what that is.
No.
He said, nah,
What does
nah.
it mean?
So back in high school, I used to rap a little bit, and that was
Did
my
you?
name. Yeah, my name was SKS.
Oh my God, let
Right.
me hear. I'm a bust a beat. You ready?
No, yeah. Nah, no. But Shuki, he was one of the people I rap with, so he actually knows what SKS means and all that shit. But he better not type it in the comments on Killer.
Is it like some old archive YouTube videos that we can find you out there?
Nah, it's
No, SKS. SKS.
There is shit out there, but I ain't gonna say where it's at.
SKS, I'm the best. Like that?
Nah, I bet. I bet. That's crazy though.
Just give us a little line. Come on. Just a little.
No. That's definitely not happening.
Okay, so other than you being an introvert and a low-key rapper, what is the most misconception thing about you? What do you feel like people get wrong?
People think that I'm outgoing, and they think that I'm just like out in the public and popular and around everybody and in with the who's who people, but I'm really not.
Okay.
Like I literally go to work and I go home and like.
You still, you can
People
still
think Oh no, I'm just saying. People think that I don't live in Kansas City. I think that may be the one.
The one? Okay. I've never heard that.
That. No, people think I live in fucking Atlanta and LA, and just because I travel a lot and I post only what I want people to see. They think when I post I'll be in LA, and then I post again I'll be in Atlanta. They think that I'm just there because they only had to put together what they see.
Okay. So. Well, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I heard. I think everybody thinks that you bougie. What do you think about people saying like, "Oh my God, he's so bougie, so Hollywood"? Nikki Lee says, "Nah, Riddle dope at what he does." Apparently, he's a dope rapper too, Nikki.
She said it's the Black Planet O. Hell yeah, it's Black Planet O.
Okay, so what do you have to say to the people who like, he's so bougie, he Hollywood?
I'm not Hollywood at all. I think it's more the people that don't know me at all that think that I'm Hollywood. And they said it to the next person that don't know me and the next person that don't know me. So when I finally see those people, they already expect me to be this way, but I'm really not.
All right, we'll take it. All right, so
but
what?
I think that's a word of mouth thing, and word of mouth is the way I get most of my work. So I think it makes me seem unaccessible, so people want it more, like as far as the work. But I actually. Yeah.
Nana Robinson said Riddle is ghetto as hell. He is ghetto, y'all. I'm just gonna be the first to tell you, okay? All right, so I have another question for you guys, okay?
Kiwi first.
Who is the best radio host of all time? A. Steve Harvey, B. Sway Calloway, C. Charlemagne the God, D. Ricky Smiley, or E. Me?
E.
I'm gonna go E.
Oh my God.
It's the E for me.
You guys are so great. I love black men. You guys are awesome. All right, so.
Psych.
Wow, see, that's that bougie shit.
Never mind, go ahead.
Y'all see, that's that bougie shit. All right, so what actor played the best crackhead? A. Chris Rock, B. Dave Chappelle, C. Damon Wayans, D. Samuel L. Jackson.
Chris Rock.
Chris Rock for sure.
All right, we'll take it. Okay, so I have another game. We're gonna play a couple rounds of. You're gonna see like a series of questions pop up. I'm gonna read them and explain them, and then you both will answer. Okay? All right. So you ready? Where's my back end? Yeah. Hit it, DJ. All right. Sneaky link or love? Which would you rather have?
What?
I'm gonna go for love.
Oh,
yeah, I take love too.
That's right. Yo, black men don't cheat. I see it. I see it. All right, so we got another one. No limit or cash money?
Cash limit.
What?
No money. No.
You gotta pick one.
Limit.
I'm gonna go with cash money.
I take no limit.
All right, why'd you pick cash money?
Cause they took over for the 99 and 2000. I mean, they took over, and then No Limit would just smash the P after that.
All right. What about you, Kiwi? Because apparently he just stuck on 99 in the 2000.
Yeah, I came up on No Limit though. Like that was the hardest shit to me back in the day.
All right, so we'll say No Limit. All right, so Kiwi, I have some questions for you. What is next for you and your brand? Let's see, Nikki Lee, you can't do that read now for real. I thought that was a good question, but you know what? I had help coming up with the questions for you guys because a couple of episodes ago, I got my black card revoked. And so I really freelanced and really reached out to make sure that these questions was black enough for y'all. So blame my producer. Anyway, Kiwi, what's next for you and your brand? What should we expect from you?
Big things. I can't say nothing because then somebody gonna try to go do it. They'll be Googling while I'm talking, while I'm doing my interview. They're trying to figure out how to see what I'm about to do next. So I can't do that.
Just keep it real cute.
Entertainment. I want to branch off. Like, I mean, the music is. I'm gonna stick to the music for sure, but like, I want to branch off into like other areas, just entertainment, like stuff for you to read, stuff for you to watch. You know what I mean? More stuff for you to wear.
All right. So you're an introvert. How we gonna swag that out? Because you got to be talking to people and getting to know people.
No, I got people. I'm gonna actually talk to you about some things after this is over. Like, I got people. I just build the right team around me. That's it. I got ideas. I just need the right people in place.
All right. So you're gonna build the right team and still stay behind the scenes. You know what? I feel you though, because a lot of people don't know this about me, but I work with Riddle as well because I know how to talk to people. I'm nice, not necessarily him. So
yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm the voice. All right. So let's see what else I got for you. Do you feel like you struggle with life after incarceration? I know that you talked about being gone for 9 years and now being back. Do you feel like you struggle with that transition?
Nah, I don't want to sound arrogant though, but like nah, I feel like I transitioned well, and I never got too caught up in my head to where I just, you know what I'm saying, I lost track of what was going on. Like, I had to get out here, figure out how my clothes supposed to fit, figure out what shoes I'm supposed to wear, figure out certain things that, you know what I mean? But now I'm pretty good. Like, I think it transitioned better than I thought it would.
Riddle, I swear I will put you off of this show if you think
I'm
you
trying
can
to share
share on
them.
your phone.
I'm trying to get people up in her.
Platforms to share.
I got Twitter, Instagram,
That's right, Niche.
Facebook.
I am very nice. Thank you, girl.
Snapchat.
Listen, I have only
I'm trying to get it popping.
Y'all. You're gonna be the second person who actually I kicked 2 people off in one day.
You can't replace me.
If you out there and y'all think we should kick Riddle off, let me know, okay?
You better get hella comment.
If y'all think we should kick him off, please let us know. Because if he think he gonna be the student in class on the phone while
it better not be one of my clients. I'm gonna put out them unedited photos.
All right, y'all. Should we kick Riddle off? We're gonna play a couple rounds of Never Have I Ever or my question.
Oh fuck!
And if they kick you off, you got to go. Cause you on here clowning. All right, so have another question coming up. My producer went to sleep. There you go. Ramen noodles or cereal?
Cereal.
Ramen
Why? You pick noodles.
Because ramen noodles are like that. Gotta eat them for a week when I was growing up. And the cereal, we had cereal and no milk, so you couldn't eat the cereal. So now that I'm grown, I can only eat them like once every 2 months. But I can eat cereal whenever. There's so many different types of cereal. You just got ramen noodles, just the same. You
don't put like meat in your noodles?
Hell no, it's ghetto. I ain't think ghetto.
You are ghetto. What you mean?
Nana, I know you do it.
All right, Kiwi. Ramen noodles or cereal?
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles. How you eat them? How you cook them?
Microwave, stove, whatever. It don't matter. Like I don't know. Even after I got out of jail, like I still eat noodles. Like I don't know.
You still eat them. Did you do anything
like
special? I feel like you see all kind of handy dandy ramen noodle pancakes and shit online from like prison people. Did they do anything fancy with noodles?
Everything you could possibly think of, they did with noodles.
What's the oddest thing you've seen done with noodles? With food? Let's just say food in general.
And it's crazy because I just did 9 years, so it's like it ain't odd to me. Like things that I think is odd, like they ain't really odd to y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? I seen Laffy Taffy with Kool-Aid and coffee creamer. I seen
sweet. I guess it's sweet.
I seen cheesecake with coffee creamer and cookies. I seen
I could see that because coffee creamer is just milk. Add a little water, you got milk. I'm with you. I'm there.
Yeah.
Somebody said you look like you eat noodles.
Who said that?
Who said that? Who said that?
Because we eat the fuck out of some dry cereal.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I forgot about that.
That is funny. Cereal. Lil Boosie noodles fire, y'all. What's that?
Lil Boosie got his own noodles.
Does he? Mm-hmm. That is an interesting man. She said he looked. Oh, Cree said he looked like he eat noodles. What she trying to say?
I don't know what that means. I'm broke or you know what I mean? Whatever, it don't matter to me though. You know what I mean? Like I ain't.
What you getting at, sis? All right. So let me ask you guys questions collectively, okay? So how many projects have you guys done together?
All of them. Yeah.
I was about to say.
Now, it was one cover of yours that I didn't do either. I think I did.
Yeah, that he didn't do that Legend himself cover, but everything else he did. Yeah.
So just put a number on it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8, 10 M's in my bank account.
Like 6 videos.
6
5 covers.
Hella photo shoots.
Hella photos. Is he nice to you at your photo shoots? Because I work with him.
Fuck no, and that's why fuck no, like not at the shoot or before the shoot. It's only around like pay time. Like when it's time to pay, like that's when you see him smiling. But like any other time, like it's pretty much like move over here, stand over here, turn the light off, hold your head back, like
price is going up on the Tuesday.
Withhold that pay. Keep his pay until he smiles. Okay.
Even a product that you didn't pay for, like
he gonna keep my project. Like I told him I wasn't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it, but like he gonna keep my shit. I need my shit, so I gotta pay up.
Dirty. All right, so who's the creative between the two of you guys? I saw some really cool stuff, and like he recreated like a whole jail scene. Then you had like bloody money. Who comes up with the concepts? Nana said you mean as fuck for real though.
I mean,
he the one. He the one. I just go in there and I tell him like I just want to rap. Just like I go in the studio, I just want to go in here and say my part. Tell me where you want me to go. Tell me where you want me to stand. Like tell me how you want it to look. And I pretty much just send him the music. He listen to it. He come up with the ideas. He come up with the schemes, the everything. That's why he's well worth the money. You know what I mean? He's well worth the money.
I don't know. I want a refund because that attitude is stank. No, I'm just playing. He's not really that bad, y'all. All right, so Nikki Lee said, nah, for real, Riddle aggressive as shit, but it's worth it. You know, Riddle, I'm going to plug myself. He played to his strengths, and he was like, let me just bring in a buffer because, I mean, you see how friendly I am. So now most of y'all can talk to me, okay?
Yeah, sure. Awesome assistant. I will say, and you're very creative, and I can just give you something that I don't want to do, and you'll do it excellent. I love it. Thank you.
Thank you. He even gave me his phone voice. All right, so typically we have a drinking word, and I feel like we should come up with one. Riddle's got to drink enough for the both of you. So let's say music is our drinking word. So if you're in the audience, I need you to take a sip for Kiwi, okay? Because he does not drink. So Riddle in the audience is going to drink. Every time you sip for Kiwi, say, I sipped for Kiwi, all right? Pound it, hashtag it, sip for Kiwi. All right, so let's play another game. Rhonda Maritza Andy says, what tips do you have for others interested in wanting to get into photography or videography or music? So let's start with you, Shawn. What tips do you have?
Book Riddle. I mean,
stop it.
Research and just do it.
Okay, so
just do it. Don't think so hard about getting the equipment and learning everything. Just learn the shit as you go.
So if you had to put together an I am a photographer starter pack, what are you gonna tell them? 3 things they need to get right here, right now.
Whatever camera I can afford, YouTube, and somebody to be the crash dummy to test it out on.
All right, so you need to get a camera, you need to get YouTube, and you need to get a test subject. All right. All right.
Oh, yeah, test subject. My bad. It sounds better.
What advice do you have for others who are interested in or wanting to get into music?
Right. Just do the music. Like, just do the music, man. Like, whatever you feel like, especially now. I think now it ain't even about more so like technical skills as it is just about feeling. Like right now it's just about feel good music. Like it don't matter if the words is rhyming, it don't matter if you're slurring, it don't matter how your voice is sounding. Like just get in there and do whatever make you feel good.
Okay. So basically, what I heard from the both of them is just start. Like, just get it going. Okay? All right. So we have a couple rounds of Beat the Clock. All right? So how Beat the Clock works is I'm going to put a clock up, and it's going to have a category. I'll read the category off. We'll start with you, Shawn. And under that category, you guys have to say different things. So if the category is colors, Shawn says blue, you say green, you can't repeat, okay?
Yeah.
So your first clock is coming up. Sometimes we have difficulties, okay? Just give us a second.
You ain't from KC.
Oh my God, guys, I get to play. I didn't know I was playing. This is going to be fun.
You ain't from KC if you haven't.
You ain't from KC if you haven't. So you have to insert things that if you're not from you cannot say you're from Kansas City if you haven't done this, okay? All right, start the clock. And whoever's supposed to go, their name will shine.
Ada Gates.
Hello. Ada Gates.
Venezuela Park.
He said Venezuela. Uh-oh, we stuck. You're not from Kansas City if you haven't been to Big T's.
You ain't from KC if you haven't booked Riddle.
Oh my God.
Heard of two Gunn Kevi.
If you haven't been to Westport.
If you haven't got shot at a party.
If you ain't heard of Hot Summer Night.
If you haven't been to a Josh Antoine party.
That was my party too.
See?
Book. If you don't know the words to Planet Rock.
Oh,
What the?
you out!
Nigga, shit.
You don't get to make it to the next round.
All
right, so it's me and Kiwi. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, so the next category is Kansas City Sunday rituals. It's not a Sunday in KC if this don't happen, all right?
Slow Park.
Damn it. Barbecue.
Chiefs game.
One fight somewhere.
Church.
Damn. It's not a Sunday if I haven't stopped by my grandma's house.
Ate dinner somewhere.
Everybody go see that granny on Sunday. It don't count. It's not a Sunday if you don't have a drink.
I don't know, man. I'm running out of shit to say.
Well, I got 39 seconds.
That's okay. Just go ahead and lose, because I'm a sore loser.
All right, go ahead. You can have it. What the fuck else you do on Sundays around here?
Well, I really hate to lose on my own show, and you could have beat me at that one, so I'm going to take it. Rihanna's the winner. Hello. Pew, 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 pew.
Do another one.
All right, we got one more.
Look at him. You want to play.
We got one more. I got one more category. All right, let's see. Put it up one more time. You got to give him a second because we threw him for a curveball. We was only supposed to have the two. All right, so beat the clock. Last round. Riddle's still going to lose. All right, Kansas City street name. It can be KC Mo or KCK because we love them all.
No, we're gonna do KC Mo.
3, 2.
Sorry, Nikki.
All right, so whoever's first, their name will shine.
Prospect.
Paseo.
Truce.
Benton.
Walren.
Walnut.
Bells.
Independence Avenue.
Agnes.
College.
Arletta.
Dr. Martin Luther King Drive.
Indiana.
College.
I already said college. That don't go. She gotta go again.
71. South 71. South 71. South.
It's a highway
That's a
now.
street name. That's a highway.
It's a street.
Okay.
Oh,
Say that then. Say that then.
That's not fair. Oh, that's not fair. That is a street. You drive on it. No, I'm done. Get that. Get. All right, the last for you two. Now, get that out of here.
She gonna say you out. Nigga, I ain't out. Who needs? I'm about to block
You
her.
lost. You literally lost the first game. Then you challenged us to the second one. Just
No,
like
you cheated. I had 3 seconds to answer. Y'all had like 39.
It's not my problem that you don't know how to speak fast. Anyway, I got a couple more questions, and then I'm gonna let you gentlemen get out of here. Shawn Riddle, I'm mad at you. All right, so
Hi.
never have I ever or something of the sort is gonna pop up. I'll read it to you. You're gonna pick one. All right, Mercedes-Benz or Dodge Hellcat?
That's 550.
Cat.
Ooh, why? It's so different.
Luxury.
Power.
All right. Somebody. All right, Riddle, I got a couple more questions for you. And then I'll finish out with Mr. Kevi. Let's see. You're nominated for the Kansas City Pitch Best Videographer Award. Tell me more about that award.
That award was from the Pitch magazine. And my people nominated me, my clients, friends, whoever else decided that they felt that I should be the best. And I won. It's not being announced for the 29th, but they told me that I won. And yeah, I won.
All right. So does stuff like that really like keep you going, or is it just kind of like, whatever?
It's kind of like, yeah, whatever to me, but it keeps me going, knowing that somebody notices me, notice the work that I put in.
What is your motivation? Like, you seem just very like, whatever. Like, what?
I'm just nonchalant. I can be excited and you wouldn't know, just because that's just my personality.
So what excites you?
Being at home. Paying the bills every month and not having to worry about where the money's coming from. My clients are what keep me going. When that phone rings, that's what keeps me going.
All right. Well, we will take it. Do you have any final tidbits that you want to throw out there for people?
I will end it out with the usual, book Riddle.
Thank you so much. We never would have guessed that. But before you go, I got a couple more questions. All right, Coop, hit me with a couple more questions. I couldn't let you leave without a couple games. Boulevard Nights or Rendezvous? Okay, this is how this works, all right? So you guys don't know this, but I really like to role play. So it is a hot summer night in Kansas City. It's like 2:30, 2:45 a.m., and you are leaving the club. You are hurting for squirting.
What?
You are leaving the club and you have to pick up a fancy lady and she's got to come from one of these spots. What you picking and why? Where's she coming from? You don't get to say neither. You got to pick one. Riddle, you're hurting.
It look like a Pornhub night.
You don't get to opt out. You got to pick one.
Well,
you got to pick.
I'm going to say Rendezvous because I've never been there. I mean, it depends. There's so many factors that go into that.
You got to pick and you got to tell us why.
I'm going to say Rendezvous because it'll probably be closer to home.
All right. Kevi?
I ain't never been to neither one of them, but I would say Boulevard.
I ain't either.
That's the only one I heard of.
All right. So Rendezvous and Boulevard Nights. All right.
I think Rendezvous is black on, so that's where I'll go. Fuck
It is. It is Boulevard Nights not black owned? This is a serious question.
Something about a
Nisha
dude
says it's
name,
gonna
I
be a
think.
long night.
Right.
All right. So next up, Dayton's and Davins.
Dayton's.
Dayton's.
Did you just say that because he did? Because you sound like
No, because that's the only thing I could think of. Go with Dayton's.
you're not a car man?
Not like that. Not those type of. Nah. I'm not a rim person.
All right, I think I got a couple more of these. I think I got a couple more.
Keep them
Gold
rolling.
teeth or gold chains?
Chain.
Chain.
Why?
Because I got a gold chain. I don't have gold teeth.
Okay.
I never want to go to. I always wanted a chain.
Okay. Is it just because keep taking on and off?
That's country, I think. I ain't gonna say country because I be seeing some good ones. It's just like I don't know. Like everybody that I know close to me that had gold teeth got them removed, so it'd be cool for a minute.
What if you get them pop in and out? Like you can go straight to
Not me. Not me. Like, I ain't gonna get them.
You can get you some from Gen X. Four-way says Dayton's. All right, what else you got? Nikki says Dayton for sure. I love me some Nikki, y'all. Nikki's an interesting character. Nikki, if you out there, please join us on the stream one day.
It's country. You can say it.
Cree says it's country. You can say it. It's a little country, but that's okay. All right. What else we got? I got a couple more of these. So, whose smell is it? All right, y'all. One last role play, and then we're gonna close out.
Kansas. Oh,
you are in your Dayton's car with whatever paint, candy paint, all right, and you are crossing the viaduct. You're either going or coming from Kansas, and it's the smell, and you can smell it. Who does that smell belong to? Kansas or Missouri?
Am I leaving Boulevard Nights going to Rendezvous?
Am
I leaving Rendezvous going to Boulevard Nights?
You are leaving Boulevard Nights going to Rendezvous to get your boo.
It's a Kansas.
It's Kansas.
It's Kansas.
It's Kansas.
I got good people in Kansas though. I got some people I love in Kansas, but it's Kansas.
Me too, but they're still gonna take the L every time.
Y'all gonna have to Kansas. Y'all been holding L's for like 2 weeks out there. Kansas, y'all.
Yeah, everybody else saying Kansas too.
Kansas, y'all been holding big L's for the last 2 weeks. Is Christian from Missouri
or is she from Kansas?
Possibly.
Christian is.
So what is she talking about? All right,
Chrissy, you're fine.
Chrissy, you're out of here. You're out of here.
Yeah.
You're out of here.
It's Mo. It's Missouri. Marcus Gladys says it's Missouri, and y'all know it.
He's from Wyandotte.
Where it's coming from.
Doesn't matter.
We only smell it entering Kansas. Did you really say? Yeah, I did. Did I not say it right? Say it.
Viaduct.
Viaduct. I don't know. All right, so we established that the smell was from Kansas. Riddle, I think my time here with you is done. Actually, I'm going to put you on hold for a second. I love you. But we used all your questions up while you were on the phone. All right, Kiwi, I have a couple other questions to close out with you because I sent you a nice list. So I want to go through the list, okay? All right. So what advice do you have for youth who may want to take your previous path? I know that you talked about kind of, being in some things that ended you up in prison. What advice do you have for them who feel like that's the only way?
It ain't. You got, I mean, it's 2020, man. A lot of the stuff that I'm striving to do, a lot of the stuff that a lot of people I know are striving to do is like legit stuff. Like a lot of the people that's getting some money, a lot of people that's doing things that you probably want to do when you get older is doing legit stuff. But I also think like I think they see that though. Like I think the youth see that too. Like when we was coming up, like to get the stuff that you wanted, like you had to do like illegal stuff. But I think the youth that's coming up now, they see more people living the right way or doing the right thing as far as the way they getting money anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I think that they know that. Like it's a lot of barbers getting a lot of money. It's a lot of mechanics getting a lot of money. It's a lot of construction workers getting a lot of money. It's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that you can look up to.
All right, so y'all heard them. There's other ways. So I kind of feel like you said like you didn't necessarily stand a chance, like based on your environment. Do you feel like that would be true?
I can't say I didn't stand a chance. I just know that so you choose a path of least resistance. It's like you got to go through some things, especially like I don't know how old you are, but like when I was coming up,
I'm
like
29. I'm so glad you asked.
oh yeah. When I was coming up though, like we didn't have no concept of stuff like credit, savings, bank accounts, like all of that stuff was foreign to us. Like I just went and got a rental probably like a week ago, and I'm 34 years old, and I'm still like, man, I need somebody to get a rental. My brother like, you can go do it yourself, and I'm thinking like when I was 18, like you need somebody to go get a rental, you need somebody to go get you a hotel room, you need somebody with a credit card, and it's like when I was coming up, all of that stuff was foreign. It's like ain't nobody got no credit cards, ain't nobody got, you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that. Like now, everybody got that. It's easily accessible. Like technology kind of caught up, and so it's easier for you to, you know what I'm saying, go get a bankroll. Like it's easier for you to go get whatever it is that you're trying to get. Back then, it
I
was
really
like,
enjoy that you use trade skills because I think a lot of times we push college to our youth, and you got to go to college and be a
nah,
doctor or be a ball player, but you didn't
nah,
pick any of that stuff.
nah. I listen. I ain't gonna get too deep into that, but like, I'm a firm believer in like don't get me wrong, college is good for, you know what I mean, certain things that you want to do, but like a lot of our people like you gotta find something that you like. Like with me it's rapping, with Shawn is photography. Like whether you want to be a barber, whether you want to be a mechanic, whether, you know what I mean, you don't know when you're young, you don't know if you want to be a barber, you don't know if you want to be a mechanic, but you know this type of stuff that catch your eye, you know the type of stuff that you like. You like cars. Like you don't got to go to college. You can go, you know what I'm saying, to mechanic school, and you can learn how to, you know what I'm saying, do the things that you need to know how to do in order to get to further your agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like college don't that ain't for everybody.
I genuinely love that you point out trade skills because a lot of our kids think that you only have to go one way. So, fellas, ladies out there who feel like you might only have to take one path, you have so many options. I know he mentioned kind of some boy oriented things. You can do hair, you can braid hair, you can do nails. If you are out there and you're in a trade skill, I really challenge you to pick you one youth, one girl, one boy. I don't give a damn if they transgender. Just pick somebody and teach them something. Teach them a skill that they can use for life. That they can use in college or not. Shanika Stark says college ain't for everyone, but education is needed. That is correct. So always educate yourself. Keep growing. I feel like you said it, so I'm just done there. Okay, so do you feel like an artist should be taken separate than their music or taken for everything that they say?
Definitely take it separate for the music, but I would say this right. I learned this the hard way. Like a lot of like 99% of the dudes is out there that's talking about the stuff that they doing in their music, they not doing it. And the people that is doing the stuff that they talking about in their music, them is the ones that they popping up on the news, they dead, they getting indicted, they doing all this stuff. And it's like, especially in Kansas City, it's so watered down because it's like, oh, he faking. And I know people in Kansas City, like I tell people this all the time, like you got niggas from Kansas City that can't rap a lick, but they really in the streets. You know what I mean? And so you're gonna go get it. You're gonna go get it because you know he really about what he talking about, even though the raps ain't sounding good. And then you got people that's dope, but they don't got no history behind their name, and so they just like, oh, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. And then you fast forward and you go somewhere else, and not to knock none of these mainstream rappers, but a lot of these dudes ain't doing the stuff they talking about. Like, but you'll listen to them. A lot of these dudes come down from California. A lot of these dudes down south. Like a lot of these dudes ain't who they portray to be in their music, but you still buy the music. And that ain't to knock them. You know what I'm saying? That's just to let the next person know, like, you ain't gotta be out here acting crazy, like to sell no music. Like, just go in there and make good music.
All right, I like that you said that because it acknowledges that you can go on a certain path and you don't necessarily have to be living that stuff. Like, do you? I feel like okay. I don't know if I should get. I don't know. If, I'm not gonna ask this. I'm not gonna ask it. All right. So, who
Ask what?
inspires
See,
you?
don't do that. You can't do that, though. You can't do that. Ask what?
So I feel like there's always like this like cloud over like especially men. Like I think women can rap about stuff that they never do. Like she could be like, I sell my and make this and make him give me whatever and have them girls be married. But when it comes to men, if a man says I sell drugs, I shoot people, I got 6 girlfriends and he's lying, why is that so much worse than the women? Like, do you feel like that's bad?
I don't feel like it's bad. I feel like I like to hear music, and a lot of people like to feel music. And I seen some with Future where Future be like, I don't be doing all that stuff. Like, but Future get on there and say like all these pills you popping, all this codeine you drinking, all these drugs you taking. It's like you had these kids out here like, that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. And 9 times out of 10, like he ain't even doing that. Like he ain't on all that stuff. And so I don't knock it. I think it's Kansas City. Like I think it's Kansas City. I think in other places. I think in bigger cities, Atlanta's, New York's, California's, LA's. Like they ain't tripping. Like they don't care. They not holding you. You know what I'm saying? They not holding you to a certain standard. It's Kansas City. Just the mentality around here is like we don't want to hear it if you ain't really about it. But I
So
think in
how do
other
we
cities,
go? How do we get away from that and just look at the entertainment portion of it?
Kai Colors, Sully 4Q, like dudes like that, like because like they dope and they just giving you them, you know what I'm saying? Like they not doing no extra stuff, they not trying to be nothing that they ain't, and they been successful. Like they've been successful at it. Like Sully has been successful at what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? I just seen Kai Colors had like he got something on BT Jams. Like a lot of these dudes ain't got no video out, let alone a video on BT Jams. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think once you step outside of Kansas City, they don't want that. Like when you got some people that's telling you, oh, we want your music, we want to sign you, we want to give you this money, we want to invest our money in you, like they don't want to do it with nobody that's gonna get killed or nobody that's gonna end up going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to do it with somebody that they see some longevity in.
Okay, I think that's a really good point. So with that said, I know you kind of niche says yes, I like them. So I'm gonna be honest and say I've never heard them. So I would really like for anybody who's out there who knows them. I would love to sit and talk to them. I would love to explore their music. So drop some links below. Send your girls some DMs. I want to know more about these people because I feel like that's a negative on the Kansas City scene. We have a lot of creatives and people don't know anything about those people. So I really love when people come on like you and plug themselves, but also talk about other people. So shout out to Kai Colors and Sully. Is that what you said?
Sully 4Q, yeah.
All right, Sully, I want to hear from you and Kai. All right. Okay, so who inspires you?
All type of people, man. Like I ain't
You can only
like
pick three. You got to pick three pillars.
um Jay Z just that's off the top, like just with the business acumen, like with the music, with everything that he's doing. Yo Gotti, uh, and then like I mean we just talking about music, like you know what I'm saying.
Just in general, it could be anybody. It doesn't
Oh,
have to
in
be just
general,
music.
like oh uh, Angela Davis, Asada Shakur, um, and Huey P. Newton.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest and say I'm very surprised that you picked those people, and I feel like there's people out there like, really, I love that. Why? So tell us why you picked those three in particular.
Just gangster. I'll be looking at like you'll look at certain people, you be like, oh, he a gangster or he a square or whatever the case may be. Like Asada, like they went through real trials and tribulations. Like the stuff that we going through is like I don't want to say it's self inflicted because you know what I'm saying we still products of our community or you know what I'm saying just life in general. But I feel like back then they had it rough. You know what I'm saying? Like back then it was worse, and like for them to stand on something, for them to put their life on the line, for them to put their freedom on the line, like. Not on no, you know what I'm saying, drug deals, not on no, you know what I'm saying, murder, like killing each other, like turf war tripping or cripping blood banging. Like they put their life on the line, like on some political activist stuff, like, man, for my people, like this what I'm gonna do. And it just take a different type of courage to do that. It take a different type of discipline, it take a different type of focus to really stand on something like that.
I love that you picked them. So I'm getting the impression that you are a big reader. Is that something that you kind of picked up while in prison, and then do you still carry that on?
Yeah, I always read, but like when I went to jail, like that was pretty much all you could do. So I read a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I started out with regular like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, stuff like that. And that's just like that's what they give us. That's what that's what you know. That's what everybody know. If you want to read up on Black history, read about Martin Luther King, read about Malcolm X. But like, nah, you gotta read about like George Jackson. You gotta read about Assata Shakur. You gotta read about Angela Davis. You gotta read about Huey P. Newton. You gotta read about all of the people that really put their life on the line, like literally put their life on the line, like not just people that was just that everybody know, like the unknown.
I like that. So I'm giving you a Tipsy Tuesday challenge. I want to see one video of a week where you're just like Asada Shakur, you know what I mean? Like giving the whole rundown on these dope people because honestly, we live in like an easy to digest culture. So you have to feed these people the knowledge. So
You gotta get. I
uh,
told you I'm introverted, but at the same time, I definitely understand. Like I try to give it to my kids, and I give it to. Believe it or not, I give it to my niece. My niece, she real big on it, and I said that. And some people probably seen it on my mom's Facebook page. Like we sit there and we'll go back and forth about it. But like, I don't want to force nothing on nobody. Like if you want to know, like if you want my
but that's the
opinion, I'll
cool
give
thing
you my
about
opinion.
social media. You just gonna say it and everybody gonna listen if they ready to hear it. So listen, y'all, I've started the Kiwi challenge, okay? If you out there, get you one book, grab you one book for some political activist and make a video, tag Kiwi in it, tag me. Let's do it. All right, so Niche said, yes, 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 come on. Teach them about the diaspora and the stuff they don't want us to know. All right, Niche, you out here repping. I see you, sis. Okay, so let's see. If you could sign under any artist, who would it be and why?
And I'm gonna answer the question because I know it's a question. But at the same time, if I could, I would stay independent as long as I could because I just understand the game better. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to sign up under anybody right now, uh, it'll probably be Yo Gotti. Like I said, I
Okay.
respect him. You know what I mean? I respect his so like it'll probably be Yo Gotti.
All right, I like that. So, listen, if by chance I can't make any promises, I'm not a miracle worker. Yo Gotti, if you out there, if somebody tagging Yo Gotti up in this joint right now, let him know he may have a potential artist. All right. Okay, so I have a couple more questions because I know you're an introvert and I probably have taken you past your capacity. Um, with new beginnings, do you struggle with living up to people's expectations of you based on who you used to be? So I know, like, when I saw you come out, it was like everybody's like, oh my God, he's back. You know, all these things. Do you feel like you struggle with, like, nah, I'm not who y'all want me to be, and then who you want to step into?
I don't think I struggle with actually like being that. I struggle with explaining that to some people. Like some people close to me that they got a perception of me like they might be like some people will see it and be like, oh, that's Kiwi. And like when I'm walking around, it's like it never crossed my mind like that. Like I don't never look at it like that. I don't never look at it like I'm that. Like don't get me wrong, like I'm gonna talk my shit. Like I'll be around people that I'm comfortable around. Like they know how I feel. But like when I'm out in public and people's like, oh my God, can I get a picture? It's like yeah, like I'm just like I said, I'm introverted, so I don't really like I don't feel like I gotta live up to the hype. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my thing is like it is what it is. I am who I am. Like I did what I did. I went to jail. I got home. Like I'm just on what I'm on. Like if you don't like the new me, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like if you want the old me back, like that's cool. Like this is what it is, this is what it's gonna be. Like I can't really give you nothing else.
All right, so y'all heard him. He is not who he used to be. He's a new man. If you're a fan and you like a picture, be patient because he you don't like a lot of people. So it's nothing to be taken personal, is what I'm hearing, right?
Nah, definitely not.
All right, so three more questions and then I'm gonna let you off. So if you're out there and you're watching and you feel like you have questions for him, now's the time to ask those because we're getting towards the end of our segment. So who are some artists that you would like to collaborate with? You may not sign to them, but you want to do songs with them.
In the city
And
or
it
in
can
the
be like
industry?
big names. It doesn't have to be like city. Like
Uh
actually nobody in the city. Let's just do big names.
um I wanna do a track with Mozzie. I
Okay.
wanna do a track with Filth too, but I don't know how that's gonna work out. But Vezo, 42 Doug, um I got a homie out of Jersey, Al Bial, like he hard. I want to link with him as soon as I get a chance. I mean anybody, like it's a lot of people making good music right now. So anybody, Money Man, Larry June, there's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, that I link with. Like I know I'm leaving some people. Yeah, me too. I know I'm leaving some people out, but it's just like anybody that's popping. Like I ain't gonna just say everybody, but anybody that's popping that's making good music. Like
You just
I
want to
just
work.
fuck with.
I'm just here to do my
Yeah,
job.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We'll take it. All right. So he's just here to do his job. He never said he wasn't interested in Kansas City rappers. I gave him limitations. So shoot your shot. You never know. Let's see. Christian said, "Can we see the link check though? She want to see your hair. She want to see your hair." All right. Look, it don't even fit in the camera. How long have you been growing them?
16 years? No, 14 years.
All right. Would you ever cut them?
I want to, but that kill me.
They like a part of your brand now. People wouldn't know what to do
Yeah,
with it.
they wouldn't know what to do.
All right. So the last and final question and a half. We got your closing arguments, and then I'll let you go. I really appreciate you coming on, the introvert that you are. You did so good.
Thank you.
All right. So what is on your top 5 playlist? I almost want to say you can't pick you, but I'm gonna let you pick you too.
I ain't gonna listen to my music at all, so I like I'm gonna listen to it but I would like not on my top 5 playlist. It just depends. Like right now, like NBA young boy, like he probably got all 5 spots if I really just had to get, you know what I mean? Like if I
Which
could just
song?
pick
Give us a couple songs.
right now, I'm gonna be all in. It's gonna go from all in, lonely child, all in, lonely child, uh,
We gotta go to another artist. You gotta feel somebody else in. He only get 2 songs. Now you gotta pick somebody else.
all right. If that's the case, then I'm gonna go straight to 42 Doug Dog Food.
All right, we got 3. You got 2 more songs. The last one got to be a slow jam.
Slow down, Janae Aiko, Wasted Love. Like I
Okay,
do
one
slow
more.
down like Sade, Cherish the Day. Like I do them every day.
So, are you more of a slow jam person, like other than rap? Like when you about to turn up, do you listen on it every day, like more slow jams than anything?
Slow jams, like yeah, but not like I listen to like soul slow jams, like Sade and Janae Aiko, like Lauren
Okay.
Hill maybe, but that's it.
All right, we'll take it. All right, everybody who's watching, you got like 20 seconds to ask some of your final questions. Let's see. Miss Shanika Stark says, "Is your hair your strength, Kiwi? Do you channel strength through your locks?"
I don't think so.
I feel like a lot of people who have locks are like really in tune with them. Nisha Niche said, "So you're romantic at heart."
Nah,
All right.
nah.
So what's the worst date you ever took a girl on? Since you're not a romantic.
You know what's crazy? I can't really say the worst day. I never been on a lot of dates for real, and that's because before I went, there was so much stuff going on. I didn't really go out places and like sit down and eat. Like if I did, I went with a bunch of niggas. I didn't go with no girls. So I can't really say that. And this is I've been out a few times with, you know what I mean, a lady. And
So
it was
what
always
if
sweet.
you got to plan a date right now? You going on a date at 9:30, and you got to plan a date. You only got $100 to make this date happen.
a
What you
hundred
gonna do with
dollars.
your money? 100. That's it.
Right now tonight and it's cold, so I can't just
It's
like
cool.
walk around and then like I
Okay,
don't
we can
know.
put you.
Like
How about we put you on a summer night?
probably the plaza, walk around the plaza, like try to, you know what I mean? Like spread my $100 out here, get you something to drink over here, some ice cream over here, you know what I'm saying? Probably a carriage ride or something. Like I don't know, like that just sounds like the right thing to do. Like
All right, so that was good. It was okay. All right, so I want to have closing arguments with you, and then we're going to talk about something cool that you have coming up. So before we talk about your coolness, and we're going to give you guys a little snippet of the coolness. He's going to tell you where to find this. But first, your closing arguments, anything that you feel like you need to do. But first, you have to give out some roses. So shout out to J.M. Banks. I said on J.M. Banks Alchemy podcast, and he had me give my roses now. A lot of people get their roses after they die, but he made me give my roses while alive, which I thought was really cool. So you're going to give out roses to the people who are most important to you. It could be 1, it could be 100, but you have to give your roses. So give your roses out to your people.
My roses to my mama, my daughter, my son, my brothers, all my homeboys, Star. Uh, and I don't even know if I should be giving him no roses or nothing, but like Sully, man, like like I want y'all to understand, like a lot of the stuff that I got accomplished so far, like I wouldn't have been able to do without Sully, man. Like he walked me through everything, like and like I appreciate him more than I could really like say, but yeah.
All right, so y'all see he gave roses. We love to please give hugs, give roses to everybody while they're here. Tomorrow is not promised. So thank you for sharing that with us. Can you please give your closing arguments and tell these people what's next, what to expect from you, and where to find your new project? You have something coming up. So can you talk about that so we can show them a little bit?
I got I'm dropping on Halloween. I got an album dropping on Halloween. It's gonna be on all digital platforms. I got a package deal with physical copies, CD, digipack CDs. It's put together real nice. T-shirts, hoodies. It's $100. The reason why I charge $100, that was just I put a lot of work and a lot of effort into this. You know what I'm saying? At the same token, like I didn't want to just be like, oh, here go another nigga dropping a mixtape for $100. It was like I'm not begging for no money. But my thing is like I'm fresh out of jail. I put a lot of time, effort, and energy into this music. It's like you should be looking out for me, and I'm gonna be looking out for you. Like, and that's just how I look at it. Like, so yeah, it's probably only worth $60. It's all added up together. But go ahead and give me 100 because I just got out of jail, and you know what I mean. You should look out for me. And that's it. It's dropping on Halloween night, Halloween morning, whatever, midnight on October 31st. I got a video dropping tonight right after this interview is over with. I should be dropping a video. So I hope Riddle is still somewhere around here so we can press play on that.
Riddle, are you there? I know I put you in the background. He's like, nah, don't call me after y'all kick me out. You know he gonna be talking crazy, ain't he?
I'm here still drinking. I'm ready to push play on it.
I just knew you was over there talking crazy. All right, everybody. So I know that you are excited to see this package. I really love that you charged $100. I know for other people it's like, what? But I think it's something beautiful about charging what you're worth. I know that people always try and put a price tag on creatives, but you cannot put a price tag on creativity. The people who are out there are for you. They're going to pay you what you're worth. Don't let these folks waste your time or your money. So if you are down for the Kiwi movement and believe in to Gunn Kevi, please buy his album, invest in him, because clearly he's invested in so many people. He name dropped like crazy and gave roses. So the final question, Shanika Stark says, the people really going to buy your gear for sure. They love you. All right. Shout out to Shanika.
Thank you.
Nisha says, love the transparency. I will definitely be supporting. All right. Do we got any final calls? Let's go for alcohol. All right, Kiwi, I'm going to drink for me and you. And Riddle going to drink for me and you. So we're going to give our cheers, Riddle, and then you're going to show the video. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to Tipsy Topic Tuesday, where we expose brands and businesses. If you want to be a part of our show, please connect with me on Facebook, Instagram. That's at ReMC_. Kiwi, where can they find you online?
2Gun Kiwi or _Kiwi on Instagram, 2Gun Kiwi on Facebook, 30 round Kiwi on Snapchat.
All right, and then Shawn Riddle, who changed his name. Where can they find you on Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff?
On Facebook, I'm under Book Riddle or Shawn Riddle. My website is www.shawnriddle.com, and my Instagram is Shawn Riddle Photo.
All right, without further ado, people, please show them what you have coming up. YouTube link below, so you're going to get a little clip and then hit that whole video online. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me. Hit it, DJ.
Nigga, everything I had in the game and it left me drained. Tainted my soul, tarnished my brain. Hardest the pain, I try to hide it all inside. I keep mingling with these demons, I kept falling out with God. And I put everything I had in the game and left me drained. Tainted my soul, tarnished my brain. I keep a stick on me for nigga try to get on me. If a suck even speak on me, I treat him like he spit on me, nigga. Michael Vick on him, dog a nigga out. Ain't no passion with this eagle, ain't no stalling niggas out.